Okay, hey guys, welcome back to Vegan Growth. This is Memorial Day. so I'm, it's, no, I'm sorry, it's not Memorial Day anymore. It's 2:30 in the morning. It's the next day. I'm working and doing nothing, so I decided to vlog. Anyway, so Memorial Day, which technically was yesterday, I had some interesting things happen to me, and I came home driving my car and feeling like I wanted to cry. Really, the majority of the day was good, spending time with my family, and they also had some friends over that they sometimes spend time with. But me, my husband, and my daughter were the only other family members that came and hung out with them. My sister and brother and his family both live. Actually, my sister's on vacation, but my brother, they live kind of far away, so um, they decided not to come. Anyway, after everyone had left, all their friends had left, and we just were sitting around talking. Me and my parents started having a conversation about veganism, and I was talking to them about health benefits, and I can't really remember exactly how the conversation came up, but the it kind of became a little bit, we weren't yelling at each other or anything, but it kind of became sour, if you know what I mean. And I was trying not to say you guys are bad people for eating meat. I was just trying to give my opinion and um, how being vegan helps the planet, helps your health, helps uh, the environment, and just a whole lot of things. And they just kind of just kept coming back at me with reasons why there's really no reason to be vegan. Everything in moderation, and they know several people who have lived a long life and ate meat, ate whatever they wanted. Someone, some friend of theirs who her father lived to be about 97 or 98, and he would eat a lot, and he would eat like a whole pie and lots of dessert and a lot of meat and just a lot of unhealthy stuff. But he was healthy apparently and really didn't have any problems, but until really the end of his life, which he kind of passed away suddenly. He did end up having a, I think my mom, she was not quite sure about it, but it was something related to the kidneys, but it was pretty sudden. So he for the most part lived his life wonderfully and didn't have any issues with health. And they brought up genes, how living a long life is in your genes, and it you know diet does play a factor in a way, but everything in moderation was really the key point they were trying to give me. And it was really hard because I was trying to give as much information as I can. I'm educated both on the uh, side, because I went to school for dietetics, and so I'm educated on the side where the USDA food pyramid has meat, eggs, dairy in it, and it's just they have a certain amount of servings you should eat, and uh, you know they were saying I was trying to give examples of, like the China study. That is a very long, comprehensive study that was done by someone who was not vegan and believed that protein and meat were like the most important thing ever. So that was definitely unbiased. And they came back at me with things like, well, you know, they said that people thought, margarine was good for you for a very long time, and then they realized it's not good for you. So my parents have always stick to butter. They've always used butter, and so they're like, you never know what's going to change, and uh, they know people that have lived, like I said, a very long time, and they eat pretty much whatever they want and don't have really any health problems. And it's all in the genes and everything in moderation. And so I kept trying to just, enforce things like slaughterhouses and, saying I didn't just become, I did first become vegan because of health. I wanted to be healthy. That's why I first became vegetarian, and I ended up becoming vegan, and it became more and more about the animals, and seeing all these animals and videos of animals in slaughterhouses and the way they live just made me really sad and upset, and I wanted to not support that, so that is why I'm vegan. And my dad came back with, well, I've been in slaughterhouses before, and it's, it's not a very nice place to be in, but I can't remember what he said, it's like something like, it wasn't a very good argument, but uh, they they do enforce regulations, and I don't know. But I was just trying to say, you know, that they don't really seem to understand, and I'm like, you just need to be educated. And my dad, being who he is, he feels like he knows everything, and he is very smart. But with me being educated on both sides uh, of the dietitian versus vegan side, uh, there's definitely, I believe I definitely know more about this subject, at least. He may know more about any other subject, but when it comes to diet and exercise, I believe that I know quite a bit. um, More than them, at least, even though they are much older than me. Anyway, so it just became this, like, we were having this conversation for quite a while, and it was not going anywhere. So, my dad was just kind of, we kind of ended it, and my dad said, I'm gonna still eat meat, I'm gonna still eat bacon, and my mom has been eating a little bit healthier. She's been having fruit smoothies and not as much meat, but she still eats meat and dairy. But at least she's getting, I guess, more fruits and vegetables in her diet, which is good. So, yeah, I just felt kind of ostracized. I felt, oh, I guess ostracized isn't the word. I just felt backlash for the way I live my life. My husband is very supportive, and we've never had any type of confrontation like I did with my parents. So when it comes to family, it's very, it can be very touchy, and it's very hard when you're having your own parents do this to you. So uh, it was very discouraging. And also, the Friday before, my daughter had a gymnastics tryout for a team, and so we decided to celebrate and take her out to eat. And obviously, I was going to get something vegan, anything that was on the menu. And the waitress was over taking our drinks or something, and we were also looking at our menus. And my husband was looking at the burgers, and he said something about how this burger looks good. And my mom said, well, Cheryl can't have that because it has bacon and it's meat. And she even pronounced it wrong. She said she's a vegan. And so if my daughter or my mother-in-law weren't there, I was about to snap because I've been getting more and more, I guess, upset when I know my daughter says it a lot, and I try and just let it go because she's very young still. But she'll say things like, "Oh, you can't have this, Mom, because it has sausage on it, or something like that, or meat, or whatever." And you're a vegetarian. She called me a vegetarian, and I'm like, yeah. It's nothing new. It's nothing new, but she does bring it up quite a bit. But my mom, when she said it at the restaurant, she said it in front of everyone and made it kind of like, look at you, you can't eat this because you're vegan, and sorry for you, or not really sorry, I don't know. And the looks she gave me just was kind of condescending. And so I did bring that up after we had our whole conversation at my parents' house yesterday. I brought up how, you know, we may not agree on things, on diet, but I was very upset about what she had done the other night, and um, I do not judge her or any of my family or my husband for eating meat. I don't say anything about what they eat. I go on with my day. I eat what I eat. They eat what they eat. And I don't say anything. So please don't judge me about what I eat. The fact that it's so, people are just so used to eating meat. It's the culture that we live in. Everyone eats meat, and if you don't eat it, you're weird, or there's something wrong with you. And it's like, no, that's not true. And please don't judge me for something that really, it's not like I'm doing something horribly wrong. In fact, I'm doing something very good, in my opinion. But yeah, like, I'm not raping anybody. I'm not stealing someone's money or whatever. And so I don't see why I'm getting so much backlash from certain people. So that was Memorial Day. I did end up giving my mom, I wrote down, well, if she's interested, she would possibly watch a documentary. So I gave her the two documentaries that I could think of. The Cowspiracy, which I believe you have to pay for, but I also did tell her about Earthlings, which is free on YouTube, and it is an hour and a half, but I know she says she likes documentaries, so she may watch it. and I was talking to her about books, because Earthlings, while it's a really good watch, a really good documentary, it doesn't have, like, when you read the China study, and that has so many facts. It is all about facts and science, and we were talking a lot about science in our conversation, by the way. And she basically said, well, I'm not going to read. I don't really like reading books, but I did write down a few books for her that would be a good read, and especially the China study. I said that would be the #1 book. If you read anything, read the China study. So, but she may watch Earthlings, I'm not sure. That doesn't mean that's going to change her perspective or anything. Anyway, this video is getting really long, and you know, so I guess dealing with people in your life, such as family especially, who don't agree with your lifestyle, it can be very hard. I know how you feel, and getting through it can be very tough. I think telling my mom at the end of the day, and this may be something that may help you, the fact that I don't judge her for what she eats, so please don't judge me and constantly comment about me being a vegan and that I'm missing out or on this amazing food or whatever it is that they might say. Please don't judge me for what I eat. That may be something that would be helpful if you want to say that to whoever is upsetting you in your life. But it's not like they're my parent. I mean, they're my parents. It's not like I love them for who they are, and this is really the one thing that we were having an issue over and kind of disagreeing, and it made me upset. So I'm not gonna disown them or whatever, not see them anymore just because of this issue. But definitely letting them know that, and if you're able to have a friendly discussion, like if your parents or some of your family is open to discussing veganism, that's great. That's like, even if they're not going to go vegan, if they're open to just discussing it, like I do that with my husband all the time, that's great. I mean, it's one step in the right direction. And my husband, he does have vegan meals with me every once in a while, and he's very open to it, and he supports me. So that's a great step. If you have people that want to ostracize you, it's a very hard thing, and I know what I mean, my parents aren't ostracizing me, but it was definitely hard going through what I went through. So I know kind of how it is. So if you have any comments, if you're going through this same struggle, you can post them below down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I am also on Instagram. I really wanted to Instagram and take pictures and make it actually another video of my mom's garden and all her vegetables that she's been planting. But I don't know, I didn't want to feel like a weirdo with all these my parents' friends around and me Instagramming and taking all these pictures or making a vlog about it. So and I just had some fun with my family and my husband and daughter. We all went on a little walk, so we just spent time together and hung out. So anyway, that's it. So, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So I will see you guys later. Have a great, happy, healthy day. Bye.